Hello everyone, my name's Michelle. I am here for my very first Flosstube, so forgive me with how awkward this is going to be. I am Aussie Shell Stitches here on YouTube and over on Instagram, and I have finally got the house to myself and the courage to do a Flosstube. No faces yet, just hands and stitching, but that's fine, we're all here for the stitching anyway. Okay, so this first one will be a WIP Parade of everything that I'm taking into 2022. In 2022, I'm going to be doing 22 in 22. So that's 22 WIPs in 2022. It's a part of the Facebook page, part of the Facebook group, No New Starts 2022. It started this year with No New Start 2021 and it was amazing. Lots of fun and a lot of people who made it the whole year without any starts. Yay! Well done to all of them. I wasn't one of them, but I did make it to May when my son decided he wanted me to do a cross stitch for him, and it was the first time that he's asked, so yeah, I was gonna do it. Little bit about myself. My name is Michelle, as I said. I'm a wife and a mother of two. I have a 21-year-old and a 17-year-old, both boys. Lots of fun. Lots of video games. Yeah. Okay. I'm from New South Wales, Australia. I don't know really what else to say about me, so if you have any questions, ask them below and I will hopefully get to do another Flosstube and talk to you about it then. So, well, let's just dive in and start. I have a list next to me and hopefully I'm organised enough that this is going to turn out okay. Okay, so the first one, as you can see, is one that most people know about, and yes, I joined the bandwagon when not long after it came out, and I will have to say sorry about the glare. I just noticed it. Yeah, the light has gone because I had to wait for the family to leave to work, etc., before I could actually do a Flosstube. Where was I? Once Upon a Fairy Tale, regular size, regular colours by Amy Stewart. It's a Haid. It's going to take quite a while because I started this January 1st, 2020, and this is where I am. That's it, just up in that little corner there. But I love it. I really can't wait to get this gargoyle filled in some more. I worked on the rocks here, as you can see by my hanging thread. I love the little owl. I love the apple lanterns. Oh, I love so much about this project. I'm an avid reader and I love fantasy. Definitely love Harry Potter. Ravenclaw here, yay! And yeah, let's see if I can get my stats up here. I have 17,203 stitches done, which puts me at 4.28%. So I haven't even reached 5% on this in 2 years. Yeah, I think this might be a lifelong project. Let's move him aside and go on to project number 2, which of course I forgot to take out. This is the second project that my eldest son has asked me to do for him, and is characters from a game he plays called The Binding of Isaac. This one, as I said, I forgot to take it out, so I haven't even ironed it. Sorry. We have Isaac, The Binding of Isaac, and the next one is Azazel, which will look roughly like this. Yeah, not my type of game, but for a 21-year-old, he can go for it. This is on, sorry, I forgot, Once Upon a Fairy Tale is on 25 count Magic Guide, I think it's called, 1/1 full cross. This is on some 16 count Ada that I keep tea and coffee dyed myself, 2/1 full cross. Okay, inside. Next one I have is again in the bag. Okay, I'm not very good at this. The next two I have are ones that I chose for both of my boys. My eldest loves wolves, absolutely loves them. So when I found this one on oh dear, Artisy, mind blank there, I had to do it. And again, I am not very far because I am shocking, but it's on 16 count. It's called Midnight Call Cushion by Artisy, and it will look like this when it's done. And I am literally up here in this top corner. I haven't even got to the first eagle. So there it is right there. I am worse on this than my Once Upon a Fairy Tale. I am only 1.43%. Right, I think I need to get stitching on this. Part of why I chose 22 and 22 is so I can actually get some work done on my gift projects, which most of them this year are projects that are for other people. As this one is for my eldest, the other one that you just saw is also for my eldest, and this next one is for my youngest, and he loves England. And so I got this one from an Etsy shop. Where is it? Yeah, I cannot even pronounce it. Oh, just get myself organised at least slightly. This one is on linen, and I do not like linen at all. I cannot tell you what count it is because I can't remember. But it is 2/2 full cross. There is blends. There is Madeira thread, I think it's called. This is the chart. Let's get away from that glare. He picked it. He loves it, and I will show you right here. There we are. That Ethnovishirenka. Yeah. Like I said, try to pronounce that one, but probably completely and utterly destroyed it. And on that one I am 5.94%. I have reached 5% on at least one project. Go me! The next project is for my husband, who is a big poker fan. He goes and plays poker at the clubs, and has lots of fun. So I made this chart up for him, my picture, and this is where we're at. I started off parking and doing by block. I gave up on that. I am not a fan of parking. I am a cross-country stitcher, and you will tell this year that I love full coverage. There are some that aren't full coverage, but mostly you'll see full coverage, and the bigger the better. I am a process stitcher, not a progress. No, wrong. Oh dear. I'm a process stitcher. I do like seeing some progress. I'm not a finisher stitcher. Don't stitch to have lots of finishes. I stitch to see the progress and just enjoy the stitching. I actually get turned off a project the closer I get to finishing it. I just want to keep being able to stitch on it more and more. That was on 18 count 2/1. Okay, my next one is for my godson who loves Star Wars so much that when I did one for his mum, he went and stole it. So, where is it? There we are. Okay, this one was a pain. It didn't go into pattern keeper properly, so it's doubled up. Therefore I have to remember that I have to double the progress of what it says I am. So if it says I'm at 2%, I'm actually at 4%, because I'm not stitching two of him. One Darth Vader in everyone's life is more than enough. And that was by Valenti Cross Stitch on Etsy. And this is on 16 count Ada that I dyed myself. And here we are. He is about 25% complete, if my math is correct. Remembering I had to double it. There is blends in this. This is the first one that I started doing that had blends in it. I really am enjoying stitching this. And now that I see it, I want to get back to stitching on it. As I've heard a lot of people do when they do their WIP parades. So, what are we up to next? My one and only Halloween piece. We don't celebrate Halloween much here in Australia, and I definitely don't celebrate it much. My children don't. They did a little bit when they were younger, but they grew out of it. So here we are. This is called Halloween Fun, and yes, it was from that designer on Etsy that I cannot pronounce again. I had wanted to complete the top section, the welcome section this year, and I have failed. I got close. I've completed the Mummy, Frankenstein, most of the vampire. I'm just missing the witch, the two pumpkins, and some grass underneath it, and there's no way that I can finish it this year. But I have fun stitching it, and I've even managed to get in and do some backstitch, which is remarkable. Part of why I stitch lots of full coverage is I really do not like backstitch. So all those people who are doing your, what is it called, black stitch, good on yous, because I can't. Where are we up to? This one. Well, this one I've actually not going to be able to show you properly because I have cropped it and you won't be able to see that in Pattern Keeper, but I'll show you the whole thing. What I did was I bought the mini version of this chart and I cropped it down even further so that it shouldn't be a very big stitch. And this one is for my sister, and I have cropped it down to be pretty much just that. Not quite, but, and there is the complete top of it there. I am liking this one, and this will be the first stitch that I've done for my sister, which is sad, but I got there in the end. They love going camping, so this is perfect. But if I was to do the whole thing, then it would have taken me a very, very long time, as you can see from all my others. Again, I can't tell you percentages because I had to colour in all the outside that I wasn't doing. And speaking of siblings, this one is for my brother. First one I've done for my brother. And we have, this isn't going to look very neat, but oh well. He loves beer. He drinks pretty much any type of beer he can. Loves to try them all. And this one I thought was perfect. I am just over here stitching on this one. This was also from the Etsy shop that I can't pronounce. Seems like a lot of, I like a lot of what is in her shop. I stitched on this one not long ago and have brought it up to 2.38%. The background will go quicker on this. It is a lot of half stitch in the background. So I'm only doing it bit by bit rather than get stuck doing a lot of background at the end. That would be annoying. Okay, the next one I'm doing, I haven't started yet. I will be starting it Saturday with some friends. And it is the Crosstalk Nation. Our names are underneath it. Each person is going to represent one of our Shady Trees ladies. We go on a retreat at Hawk's Nest a couple of times a year and have a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, a lot of stitching sometimes. But we've all decided to do this as a group stitch to represent our friendship, and it's going to be so much fun. Different colours and what it is. We've each chosen who's who and what colours, and it will be started on Saturday, hopefully all together. I have to see if I can make it on the Zoom call because I think the whole house will be home. Next, here we are. This is one that I've had for a while, but I'm doing it 1/1 full cross on 28 count, and my eyes don't like it too much, so I can only stitch it at certain times. But it is, I call it Beach. It is by Zephyr Mood on Etsy. I have 2 of these. I'm going to take one in for next year and hopefully get somewhere close to finishing it. If I do, I can replace it with the other one I have. But I thought this was beautiful, and I love stitching scenery, so there we go. So I was currently at 20.2% on that, so that would be one of the highest percentages I've got because it's a small one. Okay, where are we up to? Okay, the next one I don't have a cover picture for with me. I'm not sure what I've done with it, but this is Minerva. Now I can't remember whether it's Nora Corbett or Mirabilia. I always get those two mixed up. But she's my one fancy lady I'm taking through next year. Again, if I manage to finish her, I can start another one. And oh wow, that fabric is not showing up at all. Let's see, can I get it to show up against some white? Oh, a little bit. Wow, that is amazing. I know people on Flosstube talk about that, but that is a very vibrant coloured fabric that's a pinky colour, and I've overdyed it with some blues and greys, and that is completely washing it out. Wow. But yes, I will hopefully get more on her. She will be my first fancy lady that I get through to beading, my first attempt at beading. I'm a bit nervous, but it's all going to be fun. And yes, I haven't serged the edges on that one. Overlocked. Listen to too many Americans on Flosstube. It's not called serging, it's called overlocking in Australia. And this one is because, well, we all love Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. I will turn my page back over. It is by Said Anna Crossstitch on Etsy. I do love Etsy because you get PDFs and a lot of them will work in Pattern Keeper now. And this one is an experiment of sorts. I have some 22 count, I think it was, and I am doing it in 10 stitch in a diagonal, because for some reason my brain does not want to let me count with 10 stitch, and I lose count continuously going up and down the diagonal, let alone trying cross country. And this was one I started this year after I dropped out of No New Starts, well, the main challenge. And I'm not quite at 1%, I'm at 0.95% on this one. Yeah. Doing this Flosstube will hopefully help hold me accountable and get me stitching on these. Next one is for a long-time family friend. I grew up next to this lady and I absolutely adore her. She is one of my favourite people. I don't see her too much anymore, but when I do see her, it's just smiles and laughs and so much fun. And this is a Haid. It is Sleep Time by Suo where am I? Yeah, Suo Marchetti. I think it's a quick stitch. She loves foxes. She has dogs. She loves fantasy. This one, absolutely perfect. Oh. I'm having fun stitching it, even if it is 28 count. And looks like I have no idea what that is. No, it's the dog's head and his ear. This is the chair. So we have the dog's head and the chair there. Get rid of that glare again. So much fun. Again, not very far, 2.81%. Like I said, hold me accountable, people. Next one is again, kids grew up playing games. I grew up playing some games. I started this one because I saw it several times. And, well, who can argue with some Mario? This is revised Epic Mario, and the mock-up is not showing properly because it is stitched on blue fabric, so the white and the through and wherever else isn't quite showing up properly, but I cannot wait to get to things on this, but it's taking a lot longer just to finish that one part than what I thought. In just the Mario section that I've done there is 2,311 stitches in just that one spot. And oops, didn't mean to show you that. It does put me at 4.62%, but that is a lot of stitching just on the Mario sign. And this is on 16 count that I've dyed myself again. I don't have a lot of money to spend on my cross stitch, so I will dye fabric myself to make it easier on me. The next one I got the freebie table, and it is Silhouettes by Heritage Crafts, and the one that I'm first starting on here is the Coal Man. I will be doing several others as a set, and I'll be doing them along, along here. I'm doing several of them. This one is actually quite fun. It has a lot of different types of stitches. Let's see, I'm not sure if you're looking at it or not properly, but we have blends, we have long skinny stitches. It's different, and first time I've ever tried something like this, but it is quite fun, and I can't wait to get more of them done. I'm not leaving that one on the hoop because it all fits in that hoop, and I don't feel the need to move it around everywhere. Let's put that back over there. Let's see what everyone says about making a mess with doing these videos. The next one is the second Hade I started. It is Mini Checking It Twice by Donna Gelsinger. I have seen someone on the Hade site that has stitched this on Facebook, and oh my goodness, it made me want to get into it more, so I've done some more stitching in December, and I am here. Santa looks amazing. I'm at 15.77%, which is just under 10,000 stitches. It's on 16 count. Ada, I gridded it myself. That tree has a lot of confetti in there, but it makes it look amazing. I just wish the tree didn't go all the way down the side. You don't get a break from the confetti. But that's okay, I do like confetti anyway. Where am I up to? Now, the last two I have to show you. A new starts by me. I started this one today, and they are charted by me. This is a picture I took, and I charted it up, and I have an Etsy store that you can buy it from. It's Aussie Shell Stitches, but it looks amazing. And I'm doing 22 count, 1/1 full cross, and I'm working in the diagonals because it sounds like fun. And I don't want to be sitting there doing all of that and then all of that. No, thank you. I will do cross country in the diagonals. Again, any questions, ask them below, and I will make sure that I write them down so that I can answer. And this other one, I was looking through some magazines, and guess what I found in one of my magazines? It is Geometric Fox by Cheryl McKinnon, and so I started it a couple of days ago. And my youngest has laid claim to it already, and this is where I'm at. I simply took a picture of the chart and am using it in a PDF reader and marking it off. I don't like working on paper charts anymore. I find that I have to find room for a paper chart, then I've got to stop what I'm doing and look around for wherever my highlighters ended up, find it, mark it off. I take a lot longer to do a paper chart than a PDF chart, even just in a PDF reader. Pattern Keeper is a whole lot better, and my absolute favourite, if you can't tell from all the mock-ups that I'm showing in Pattern Keeper. But I will definitely survive with just a PDF reader, and if I absolutely have to, I can use paper chart, but it's much easier to take a picture of the chart and put it into Pattern Keeper. Now there is one that I'm not showing because it was a Joy Sunday chart and wasn't entirely sure about that, but I think that is all of my 22 except for this last one. No, I have two more to show. Where are you? I've lost one. Found it. This is a Muddle Stitch. It's not in my shop yet. It will be once I've stitched it up. A nice simple sunset over the water. You have the mountain there, the sunset with the different colours coming off and the reflection on the water. And I am just onto that second colour there. Nice and simple one. Put it in my bookmark series. Now my big one. No, you know what? I'll show you the latest finish that I've had and that I've put in my shop. I'm not here to go on and on about my shop. That is definitely not why I'm here. I'm just mentioning them because they were stitching in this one. I finished not long ago, so I just wanted to show you one of my finishes, and yay, full coverage! This is an snowy owl eye. So much fun stitching this one. 18 count, 2 over 1. Love it. Turned out so well. The mock-up was nowhere near what the stitched piece looks like. Like I said, I love it. Okay, now my biggest project, which I have earmarked to finish next year in 2022. I have stitched it to have exactly 22,000 stitches left for next year, so that I can finish it with full coverage fanatics 22,000 in 2022. Oh dear, so much fun. I will so miss stitching this, but absolutely love it. I even took it off the Q-snap for everyone and gave it a quick iron so it'll sit flat, and you are not going to be able to see it all. Sorry for the, well, you can see at least sideways. It is on 16 count. Here we go. Absolutely love this. It is Minnie the Witching Owl by Cheryl Baker. It's a Haid that's now retired. I am very sorry. And keep going, keep going. Getting caught on my stand. There we are. Oh, so in love. It looks so good through the camera. Can I just sit here looking at this for hours? So here we are. We have just got that bottom row from the top of the little, I don't know what that is, whatever the clock's sitting on, all the way across. There's going to be a lot of confetti in those leaves, but that's fine. The cauldron kind of rules that out by being a lot of black. Oh, absolutely love this. This was a total trust the chart part. There is a lot of green in that owl, and I was very confused as to why there was green in the owl, but he looks perfect. The crystal ball, the everything, even for a mini, this looks amazing. Amazing. I will leave that there while I do some shout outs to a couple of my to a couple of my friends that are on YouTube. So first of all, we have Theresa Craig. Absolutely love her. Full of laughs and smiles, and amazing lady. And she has a few haids that she's stitching, but at the moment she's stitching on this beautiful daisy piece, and her stitching is exquisite. She also owns Daisy Chain Stitchery. It's a new online shop. You should check it out. You should check her out. You should check her shop out. Just so much fun. The next lady I'm going to shout out to is actually a couple of ladies. They're the ShadyTreezStitchers, Lisa and Jenny. Lisa does a lot of the videos and Jenny joins in once a month and shows her progress on her WIPs. Lisa is phenomenal in the amount of stitching she does, the amount of stitches she gets, the amount of finishes. I think the last I heard she was up to 43 finishes for this year. I think I'm at like 8. So yeah, she's lots of fun. Those two ladies are great friends of mine. I will do more shout outs with the next video. I will actually write down who I want to shout out to. I will link, if I can figure it out, I will link the two below. I think that's pretty much me done. So, thank you for watching this awkward jumble of a mess. And I will hopefully see you all sometime in the new year, and I can start showing some progress on some of these that really need progress on them if I'm ever going to give them away to all the people that I got them set out for. And well, yeah, until I see you next time, happy stitching. Bye.